Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new live and a new share your minis. So this is going to be a new live where I will go through the Facebook group that I'm doing, and then I will share the minis of the different people that have posted there. So you will be able to see the different paint jobs, and then I will give some tips and ideas on how to improve.
So you will be able to see the different.
Okay, sorry for that. I'm just putting the bend so here I can see. I know I can see the chat, and I will start now. Okay. I'm just preparing everything so I can go for it. So we are going to go to the Facebook group, and we are going to go through the different miniatures that have been shared there, and I will give my opinion, my point of view, and yeah, all in a positive way and with the purpose of help everybody to improve day by day. Let's go to the Facebook group. If you have any question, if you're watching this live and you have any question, don't hesitate to leave the question in the comments. Okay, let's go. Sorry for that. I was just having. I will start doing the share screen. Share. Now we'll go to the. So here we start with this is the first one shared in April the 4th. The previous one, I think we already talked it in the previous show. This let's share your minutes. So here we have the share your minutes from the previous month. So it's telling me more or less when I did the cut and the cut. And then here we have also this one was talked in the previous show. So let's go to this one. This is a piece of terrain. This is shared by Erzan Jovanovic, and is a new piece of terrain for the corn. So I have to say that, yeah, it's looking good for a piece of terrain, and not. I think that it's a very clean job. I like the reds how looking like, and I like a lot this brass color here. I think all in all is good, and maybe. Yeah, as it is a piece of terrain, you can add some more rusting. It's the only thing I will miss, a little bit of rusting or blot effects, because it's corn. But a nice paint job, very clean. And here we have from different angles, quite a big piece of terrain, and was quite dressing at this point. So this was also a good paint, fast paint job. Here we have the schools as well, and there is a pile of the schools at the bottom. So yeah, it looks nice. And here it is. This is from Grumpy Guy Gaming or Erzan Jovanovic. He's always presenting a lot of miniatures, and you will see that there is a lot of them. I don't know. Here we have this is from Austin Logato, where he explained that his miniature is appearing in the online store. So what is nice to see, and to be fair, it's deserved because this miniature is nicely painted. So it's a nice. It's nice that you can see your miniatures in the official website of Games Workshop, and I wanted to share here to say to congratulate Austin Logato for that. So I think it's awesome to see that, and this is also encouraging to paint you more miniatures. Let's go to the next one. Okay, I'm just checking that I'm sharing. This is just. I will not go. I will go mainly to the miniatures in the show. And here we have Blood Bowl Human. This is a line, and this is from Richard Granger, and I think it's a very nice paint job. It's a pity that there's only one miniature and one picture. I think we are going to see. I like that he's doing this. these miniatures have the what's called the damage. So here we see the shade. I think the edge highlight or the highlight at the edges is very nicely done, very subtle. Looks good. The colors are quite well done. The only thing I will change maybe is the skin and the clothes are not contrasting too much. So, but apart of that, I think everything looks nice, very nicely painted. You can do more damage, like paint chip and so on, if you want it. But you can, there is some techniques. You play black and then a little bit of silver in the middle, and then you can do this more as a play damage or armor damage, chip paint. But sorry, I need some water. Sorry for that. Oh, I have to clear out. I don't know what happened to me. But it's a nice paint job. Looks quite good. Go to the next one. I'm not going to spend too much time here. This is my army of Skaven. Here we see some casualties. These are painted again by Erzan Jovanovic. As I said, we are going to see quite a good amount of miniatures from him. Just let me take a little bit more of water. Let's make a look to them. So I think they look quite good and they're quite weathered. The only thing I will say, this one here looks a little bit too flat to me. It's like I will maybe add some washes. You can also add maybe brown wash to show some dirtiness. This is quite fast. So I'm used a super high level paint job from Erzan, and these ones, I think he can do more. Especially this one looks quite flat. I don't know. This one looks better, but I think you can add some brown washes here, because at the end these are dead marines, so they are dirty. The blood, when it's drying, is also becoming brown. So I think this can do more. What can be make the miniature more interesting? Like this one looks better, for example. Okay. But all in all, I guess these are going to be like objective markers in the game. And these ones I like more. Maybe the colors are here easier and allow you to make more effects and show the blood and everything better than in the case of the Ultramarines. For me, these are better than the others. Okay. Then we have more from Erzan Jovanovic. Sorry, so Jovanovic, yes. We have this Orc Bikers. I think he's doing excellent. He's mastered in the yellow. He's been showing that in different paint jobs he did on his miniatures, and I think they look great. You see, and as well this shooting thing. So this is. I don't have too much to say here. So we see that the chip paint. We see the skin. He's adding a little bit of red on the skin, what makes them to look more lightful. I like a lot this guy with the soldering mask, and this guy is also very nicely done. Okay, I like a lot how he's doing the weathering and all the cheap paint effects done on the yellow. I have to say, yellow is a color that helps a lot to show off these things. Let's go. What else we have here? So this is just a unit of it is a unit of Poxwalkers that I share here. So it's a paint. I try to paint everyone different. and was quite a fast paint job for tabletop, but I think at the end they look quite interesting and nice. And this one I wanted to give the look of like he's wearing a chemical dressing that no, it's rip-off. Okay, so I think these are miniatures that are very interesting to paint and are quite fast, and you can have quite nice results because the sculpt is helping a lot. These are some Niga bolts. This is from Blackstone Fortress. Okay, and this time here I decided to go for this orange for the generators and for the weapons. In the orange, it's helping a lot for the paint job. For the and some discussions. Here we have more miniatures, so let's go to the next one. And this is from Eskidville. And he's painting a lot of Raging Heroes miniatures, and they look awesome. I like a lot how he plays with the colors. This freehand here is really, really nice. The color choices are very interesting and very contrastful, what makes them to pop up the miniatures. Also, don't miss this freehand here at the head of the steed. And the sword, he's doing like this mixture of red and blue that makes this it to be quite interesting. Here we see. I don't know if it's, these are swords, so they look really magical. I think he's mastering a lot. This freehand looks incredible. I think this miniature is, for me, up to now, is one of the best from him. I like a lot how the skin looks like on this monster. The armor in red is super interesting how it looks like. And then this weapon, so the armor in red are matching both colors, the cape and the armor. So very expressive, the face, you see, and it's recognized because Facebook is asking me to put a name. He will not ask a name on this thing. And I like a lot the color of the hair as well. So it's, I love, this is maybe one of my favorite miniatures he painted up to this point. Really an interesting miniature, very, very interesting. Very well executed. Okay. I don't have anything to say on that. I think it's an excellent, and I really enjoy watching at it. So well done, very well done. Very nice. Here we have from Jose Figueira. These are some Skavens. These are the Skavens from the Warhammer Underworlds, if I'm not wrong, because this looks like the basis for Warhammer Underworlds. Yeah, I think these are. They are painted on these brown ochre colors. I think they are looking quite nice. And then also the basing is nice, very nicely done. You see the design in these green lichens on their rocks, what makes them much more interesting than just painting in dry brushes green. This one is really, you can appreciate. I like a lot as well the color of the warband. I think they look as the Skavens should look, with not bright colors, just I guess the original color of the leather and their clothes. We thought, I don't think they will spend time dyeing them. Then the armor with this brownish color that is a bit rusted and dirty. I think it's a very, very, very nicely painted, very Skaven, and a nice color scheme. Okay. Let's continue up. Here we go with Bill Horde, and these miniatures, some of my minis I've painted. Tips and tricks. Okay, he's asking for tips and tricks. Let me see one thing. The thing I asked, no, I didn't comment here. I didn't ask. I was thinking where this these are miniatures from. Okay, he does not know. So I was wondering where these miniatures are from, but we don't know. So this is like a dwarf doing some type of magic. I will say the first thing, a tip I will say is to work on having more contrast when the colors are very close. This beard of this dwarf is lost with the clothes that are behind because the color is very similar. If you do a wash, maybe with agua shade or brown wash, it will help first to show all the detail that we have on the beard, and then will help to limit the beard, so to show where the beard starts and where it finishes compared to the clothes. And this will help a lot on the beard. Yeah, on this part here, I will not go so strong in the contrast. I think what is interesting is the colors you choose. They are very greenish colors, so it's quite interesting, the paint job. But I will say, if you want a tip to improve this one at a wash on the beard, it will make the miniature much more interesting. I think the cape is correct. I like how you did the cape. And it's curious how you treat the skin. So the skin is more greenish, and I think it's a nice choice. The hair, I like that you have these darker parts. I think this is looking good. Again, here on the skin, I think it's good if you can work to define more where the skin ends, because there are parts that is difficult to understand what is going on. What are the details? What is this skin or is armor? So you have to see here. Okay, if you limit this part is too dark, okay, you can limit this part dark just next to this thing here, and I will do this more instead of that dark. I will do other more on brown colors, on reddish colors. But all in all, it's quite a nice paint job. I think it's quite interesting. The only thing I will work more in some places to define better. For example, here is much better defined where the armor starts and where the skin finishes. And you have a very interesting way to do the skin that, yeah, it's interesting for me. I like as well how you have done the hair here. It's very, very nicely done. It's like these tonalities on the hair. They look very organic, very natural. This for me is much better defined than the previous one, the skin and all the different parts. I also think that have maybe but this may be the one that I like the most so far of what I've seen. Yeah, I think the dwarf is very nice. I will just add this wash to pop up more the beard. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just want to say hi, Squeak Boss, Matt Boss, Knobs. Thanks a lot for being here in the watching live, and thanks a lot for commenting in the chat. It's really appreciated. And saying hello. Yeah, please, if you can give a like and you want to share with other people, it will be also very appreciated. Now we go here to a new miniature. This is from Richard Granger. Remember, he did as well the Blob Ball. And I like a lot this Nargal Marine. I was forgetting Death Guard. Okay. I will say that I will maybe make this edge highlight less stark, but it works. And I like that you have done as well here. Okay, I think the picture is not, I guess it's not doing that much justice. And first we have to understand this miniature is 2 times bigger than what is in real life, okay? When you do edge highlight and you magnify the miniature, the edge highlight is very evident. When you look the miniature at real scale, this edge highlight is much softer. And I know because it happens sometimes for me to me when I do in pictures as well. You can see where you have done the highlights a little bit too stark to pop up too much. On top, the camera sometimes is exaggerating the contrast, okay? But I think the miniature is looking good. I like this cooperish color. I think it looks very nicely. On the eyes, here, I will add maybe a dot. I think you have used gloss varnish. This is a good point. If not, you can add a dot of yellow on the top, okay, like a reflection. The same here. And I don't know if this. Sorry that each time I go on up in this, but I will add on the second eye. I don't know why it's looking smaller than the first eye. So I will see what is happening. If not, anyway, add a dot at the top of the eye. This is a yellowish orange dot. This will help a lot on the contours of miniature. I will add as well, as this is Norgel, maybe oxidation on the brass. You can use what's called this nihilite oxide, or even you can use a green wash. A green wash over here will make this brass to look oxidized, rusted, and I think it will win a lot on the miniature. Use green that is different from this green, okay? Maybe more a bluish green to do the oxidation on that. These are a couple of tips to improve. So, but I think that it looks awesome. I will also recommend do Agvax Air Shade wash on that, or Seraphim Sepia wash, and you will see how this wins. Just do a wash on top of that, and you will see that will look much more interesting. This, because I guess this is just the technical paint. If I'm not wrong, something like that. If you put a wash, it will win a lot. I recommend this is very fast. Just experiment it and put Seraphim Sepia or Agvax Air Shade on top of this. You will see. You will not regret. Let's go to the next one. Here we have this again from Erzan Jovanovic. I detected the when I see the style, and I think I love this color. For me, this is one of my favorite colors for the knights. Okay, these are from the how it's called, Adeptus Titanicus or Adeptus Titanicus, the game where you play a scale, it's a smaller scale, and then you play basically with titans. So here we have one warlord, 2 rivers, and 2 warhounds. So these are titans that are all of them bigger, but this is much bigger. But all of them are bigger than an Imperial Knight. I like a lot the striking colors. I guess these are the Khals. But I think they look really awesome. He's adding also some chip paint and battle damage that adds a lot, I think, to the scheme, but keeping all the paint job clean. And the basing looks very interesting as well. More, filled looking basing. And here as well, I'm wondering, this head have a lot of like reddish colors and browns. I like a lot how you. For me, I think he really is mastering how to do the yellow as he did on the orcs. Sorry, I jumped too fast. Yeah, the only thing no, it looks okay. Maybe in the picture you can. This is a problem when you have yellow. It's not contrasting that much with gold, but I think, yeah, at the end, if you follow the color scheme, should be that one. I think it looks great, and I don't have much to add to this. And this is a different one, right? Have a different oils, or he can maybe magnetize the arm. And here we have the rivers. So these are again. Look here, the battle damage here, and one thing that integrates a lot of the Khal into the paint job is what he did here, adding battle damage after putting the decal, because then it looks like the paint have been cheap, and then there is these small imperfections on the symbols that makes to integrate this decal match into the paint job, like here as well. Here you see this is really very nicely done. I also look the effect of weathering or the overheating on the cannons. Okay, they have quite a weird cannons, some of them. And here you see the weathering here on the head. So really nicely done. You see again, these are the decal, but he has done the weathering on top of the decal, like here. So this makes it, to me, more integrated in the paint job. Okay, here we see it very nicely well. It's a joy to watch these miniatures. So this is the way I like to spend some time watching them. This thing is very interesting to make a look. Okay, you can see these are nicely done. He's doing a lot for this game. He's painting a lot. I think he has so many commissions or big commission, and he almost every month is bringing new Imperial Knights and Titans for the Adeptus Titanicus. These are the Warhounds. Very nicely done, Erdogan. So it's really awesome watching them. This is from Bill Hort. Okay, and here we have, let me just, this is the first Space Marine. I like how it ended. Critics and comments is welcome. Thanks for the photography tips last time. So here we have, I like a lot the color scheme. I think this blue, it's working very nicely. Still difficult to appreciate this part. It's very dark on this picture. This picture is a little bit out of focus, but we can see this thing have to be thinner if I want to give it, but yeah, here is much better. I like a lot how you have done here the edge highlighting in this part. Here have to do the same but thinner. And I know this is more difficult, but another tip, don't do the full around. I just do the corners, tack, 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 just like that. Okay, you do like that and you let the paint fade out. You can do like a glaze on top and then it would look much better. Okay, this is the size. So you see this is quite evident. This is much discreet. So I will say instead of doing the full shoulder pad, just do this corner here and this corner here. Okay, here again, this one is more evident, but it's super nicely done. So it's really following the shape and very consistent. I think it's a very nice paint job. Just I will tell you, especially in this part, the shoulder pads are the most tricky one. Try to smooth them, and maybe instead of doing the full perimeter of the shoulder pad, just do the two corners, and you will see that it's going to be easier, and you will see that looks quite nice. The light, I think it's too from the top on these pictures. You should, because you cannot appreciate this part here. You appreciate very well the head, the backpack, the shoulder pads, but not the torso and the legs. Okay, let's keep going. This is just to show you. This is a lore master that was coming in the Warhammer quest, and I will say that I still don't like too much how the metal looks like. Especially the helmet, I'm not very happy. I'm happy how it looks like here on this scale armor. I'm more or less happy here, but in some cases, it looks more stark on this picture than in real life. So there is a room for improvement, and I take notes to improve next time. Here we have, this is the other night, I keep buying one of my Kill Terminators using some leftover lining clouds from the build of the Raptors. So this is with new lining clouds, and yeah, it's quite a nice, looks good. Now we go to Dan Gonzalez, and we have here a Primaris Lituant, the skull, Tolmeron. So this is a Blood Angels Primaris Lituant. I will say, so it's a very clean job. I like a lot the head and the hair. Look, it's recognizing the face, so this is always good. I like a lot the sword. The only thing is the armor is too flat. So the armor is missing something. Okay, for example, here it's missing some dark colors. For example, here below the knee protection. Here you need, and then Marines is the ideal miniature to start practicing the edge highlighted, because I think you have tried a little bit, but it's not visible. You can go more. You can do more with the edge highlight. So and here, I think you did something, but to be fair, I don't know if in real life is more visible, because this also can happen. Sometimes reds are not working that well in the camera, I mean. But I will recommend you to be more aggressive here and have a color that is more visible, because here you don't see very well. You cannot appreciate where you have done the edge highlight. Okay, so I think you have room to make the edge highlight more visible. But the paint job is very nice, very clean, very well done, and also there is a lot on, I would say, on taste of everybody, right? So there is people that prefers a more evident edge highlight. There is people that wants more discrete highlights. So it's up to everybody what you want to do at the end. But yeah, I like a lot the salt. I think you did a very nice blue transitions on the salt. And the face, yeah, it's looking quite interesting paint job. On the gems, if you want a tip, do the gem, then do a wash with black, or with Aqueous Earthshade, and you will see the gem much better limited. Do a little bit darker at the top with a white dot on the top, and this is like a drop. Look here, like orange or yellow thing on the bottom, and will look like more like a glass. It's a lot of work, but I think it looks very nice. But yeah, these are just tips if you want to keep pushing yourself to the next point, because yeah, we all know that we always can improve. Even the best painter can always improve, and I think I just want to help the people to find a way to improve the paint jobs. If you are interested in that, because sometimes we are more interested in volume than on quantity than on quantity. It all depends on what are the needs for everybody. Here we have some interesting. These are as well. These are from Andrei Babonin. I think it's pronounced. I'm sorry if I mispronounced. And I think these are a very nice first kit bashing. Okay, because we have, this is the legs of the. This is a unit of Harlequins for Warhammer 40k. But what I like is these are he put the masks or the heads of the how it's called these. These are from Age of Sigmar, from the Dark Elves. I think that are warlocks, if I'm not wrong, or warlock something. I don't remember the name. I like a lot. The color is very striking. Yeah, I think it looks, and I like that he have done these battle damages on the red and on the black. So they look very nice, and I think the pink of the craziness of the pink of the hair is contrasting very well with the rest of the paint job. As well, here we have this. I don't know if this is just wash or runes, but you see damage here, damage here, damage here. So there is very nice squadron of jet bikes for the Harlequins. Let's call them Skyweavers. Okay. The faces very nicely done. Look, the eye, very nice detail there. So they look great, and I have to congratulate you. It's called as well. Is the, I don't know why I changed the name from one. Here is called Warhammer. Wargamer Darmamu. Wargamer Darmamu, and then when you get out, instead of having Wargamer Darmamu, we have Andrei Babonin. So I don't know why Facebook do that. And here we have the diorama of what he was doing. So Skidville is really a lovely diorama, and I'm so glad to see this in this group, because it's a pleasure to look at this diorama. Look the richness of the rocks. How many colors there are here. So there is a lot of blues and greens and grays, all they're mixed, and then contrasting very strongly with this ochre color of the sun and surroundings. Okay, the meteors are looking awesome. And this month we have seen this before, and in the other month we have seen the other three. But the paint job on the miniatures is incredible, and you can see here. I love a lot. As I said before, I like a lot how he have done the skin of the Steeds, and this for me this is a masterpiece. This one here, the lady on the red armor. I think it's, for me, it's my favorite miniature of what he painted up to. So it's an awesome diorama schedule, and I love it a lot. Okay, we go up, we go to the next one, and here we have, this is terrain for the Adeptus Titanicus. And here, yeah, not much to say. It's a low scale terrain, so he have done a lot of this represented the ruins, and then we have rubble, and the plants start growing around these buildings because they are completely abandoned and ruined. So they look great, and you really are doing a lot of paint job in a month. So it's really, really nice. Let's go to the next one. This from Austin Logato. He presents some miniatures before as well. And here we have Lemon Roos, and this is a guy, I don't remember how it's called, this regiment, but it looks like the British soldiers in Africa, right? I think the only critique I will say is I don't like this blue. I think this blue looks out of place in this tank. I will say that if you have done orange, if you want to do any type of marking, or do it orange like this one, or do it in a white or bone color. And bone color can also work quite well. The rest is quite nicely done. Okay, here we see there is some, looks like there is some weathering, or maybe there is some orange pattern, so it's quite interesting that. And yeah, I think the only thing is that I don't think the blue is working well here. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, we have here a game of 40K with the kids. So nice that the young people is also interested in the game. Here we have, this is Erzan Jovanovic showing us how fast he can paint the shadow spear miniatures. So here we have, he went for different take on this guy. So, well, different take mainly on the fire instead of going for the red fire or the yellow fire or orange fire. He went for this blue fire that it works quite nicely. And then we have the black. Black is a very difficult color to play, and here you can see, you can nicely see the different parts and the update and the also look is quite soft, all the edge highlighting. I like a lot the mask. I think the mask is very nicely done. I like the fires, but the mask maybe is my favorite part, and also this part here. They look awesome. Here we have the Space Marine troops. Okay. Again, clean job and very nice edge highlight, and with the bronze contrasting. This more of them. And these are the new possess, the new character, I think, the one that is boosting. I'm not convinced this part, but they look nice. As I said, black is a paint to highlight and to do damage, and here we can see that this how he was trying to make the black more less flat. Okay, nice, but they look really nice. This one I like it more, maybe with the paint job, especially this hand looks reddish, like if he's suffering. And seems that the hand is a little bit, I don't know. But the meters are looking great. These are the new obliterators. And this is the new machine we have. I never realized that it's the first time I see this close and I see this face there. All in all, nicely painted. Well done, Esran, and thanks a lot for sharing. Let's go up. We are not going to pay attention to the channels and so on. And here, as I promised you, more paint job for the Adeptus Titanicus. Here we have these are two strikes. He had to follow a color scheme. He needs for a commission, because I already told him that I like more the green-white contrast. I think this scheme for me is more interesting than this one. This one looks more, less strike. This is much more striking colors. Okay, so the green one. So I like. The only problem with the green, white, and red is that you have to be careful not to evocate the Christmas, because it can look too Christmas sometimes. You can have different pictures. So this is the one of the factions, and this is the other faction. As in the previous, we also can see that there is battle damage on the knights, and he's mastering these ones. Here we have from Philip Meyer Landwood, and this is the beast that goes on with the big boss, or the boss of the orcs. I like a lot for maybe this I have not realized before, how he's adding a little bit of red there and how he's fading out. So I think this is very nicely done. I like the basing as well. I think this is very nice, and I will wait to see the last sessions and see the final paint job. I love the eye. The eye looks really that is glowing, and it's looking at you from this perspective. So very nicely done. Well done, Philip Meyer Landwood. It's looking awesome. And I like a lot as well. Each time I like more the contrast blue-red that he's doing with the reverse of the hints. Of the wings. Let's continue. And this is from Esquidrille, and you will see that this is also another very nicely done rider. He's now doing this one that goes on this type of horse. So, yeah. I'm not sure if this is metal or resin. And then the basing is very nicely done. So with these pale colors, and then trying to go to blues, like to represent the oxidation, the rust on the brass. So yeah, nicely painted, nice miniature, very dynamic. This one looks very nice. Very nicely done. Esquidrille. I think I have them down there. Let's keep going up. We have now this Canoptek Arcanthrids for 140k Necrons. I think, yeah. We have the white thing and the armor that is in white, and then we have more metal parts that are completely oxidized. This is why we have so much brown and reds around here, because they have to do the oxidation of the weapons. And then, yeah, the only survivals are the ones that close themselves into the safety room. But very nice paint jobs. I think they look great. Yeah. And this was the first time I was watching. Maybe the only thing I will say, I was hesitating, but I think maybe on this metal part, you can stretch a little bit more the highlighting because you cannot appreciate it in the picture very well. Maybe it's washed out. So sorry if this is the case. Here we have from Richard Granger. This is a miniature from the Games Workshop. It's you cannot find in other shops. So the beer here it's quite ornamented. I think it's looking great. Let's go up. Here we have also from Richard Granger. Remember he did the one line human, and now we have here the ogre. I like a lot. I will say first one thing. I will not put this pink on the top lip as you have done here, because then looks very weird. And then, yeah, this is just one defect. I do the same mistake a lot of times. We can see here this small marking, okay? So you have to be careful with that. But I will say overall, it looks very interesting miniature. I see here the edge highlight you went softer than in the case of the Death Guard. And in that case, I think it works and it looks to look very nice. I like a lot as well the weathering here on the belt, so the weathering the edge hairline most likely. I cannot see these ones because there is no picture from the side there. But normally these things are not very big, so it's nice that he managed to pick up all the details and show them through the video. Sorry, wrong button. Here we see a work in progress on another lady on a steed. And I like a lot here, I show him because I like a lot how he's treating first the armor on the horses. Looks like glass armor or something like that, or magical armor. And then this type of gems or things that this thing have incrusted on the skin. They look great, they look awesome. Sorry, yeah. And I think, no, we have here, this was more a question about how to do this skin tone. I give some ideas and this. So this also want to talk about that because you can also drop questions of any type in this group. So this group have two purposes. First is that you can share your news. Second is that you can also make questions and connect with other people to receive answers. If you want to know how something is painted or you need a type of tutorials, help or something like that, this group is also with intention to help other people to improve the progress on the paint jobs. Okay, these are some chain wrap that I pen for my army of Nighthounds. I think I put the picture today. This is a tabletop quality. If I have to be fair with you, the black is too stark. The highlights are too visible and too strong sometimes. The contrasting, but I wanted to go for that look, and I think at the end I like how they look like, and I will keep this color scheme with this black and then this bluish colors to show the ethereal part, and then the weapons will look physical and rusted. And I think with that we go to the end of the group, or to the beginning, depending how you see that. Yeah, this is all done. So I will stop sharing now. And I will go to the camera. So yeah, this is all what we had on this month. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed what you have seen here. And yeah, and I will keep doing that because it's very interesting, it's very fun, and I love to see paint jobs from other people. So yeah, happy that you have shared all this, and please keep posting your pictures. I really appreciate that you do that, and I really like to to comment on that. Oh, I see now that Underdog Painting is saying, hey guys, I think you reached me at the end of the show. It's been almost for 1 hour now, 50 something minutes that I've been doing this live. And I went through all the miniatures, all the that appear or that have been posted in the Facebook group. So I really enjoy looking at that. And with that, I don't have any question. You always can drop me questions in my YouTube channel. You always can drop me questions here in the comments below, no problem. Or if you want it, you can to share pictures and so on. You can also do it in the Facebook group. I will try to answer them the best I can. And there is other people that maybe knows more than me that also can answer these questions. But I really enjoyed doing this live show. I really enjoyed going through all the paint jobs of the different people. Sorry if some moments I'm a little bit tired. But I wanted to do that. I think it's worth it to do it and to spend this time because I really enjoy doing this show. And that's all for now. Yeah, as usual, I want to thank everybody that is watching this video. Please give a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. As a subscription as well. Join the group in Facebook if you want to share your miniatures. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching now and see you again later. Bye.